how does Hashgacha Pratis work? So if it's an Aveda, the Aveda was certainly not part of Hashgacha Pratis. Fakir. The Aveda you were not supposed to do, and it was not supposed to happen. Say the Eibishter planned your Aveda. But the suffering that comes from that Aveda, was that planned? Of course. Of course. Does a person hurt himself if it's not Hashgacha Pratis that he should hurt himself? So there are two issues going on here. One is the guilt. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. The other is the Hashgacha Pratis. So when you say betochen, no, tomorrow will be good, tomorrow everything will turn out right. Yeah, but what do you think of yesterday? Yesterday you messed up, and tomorrow the Eibishter is going to take over and then it'll be good? Yesterday he was not in charge? How do you do that? If all Parnasa and all success comes from the Eibishter, and what about the failure that comes from you? That's Shtei Reshuyos. You have two Eibishters. The Eibishter of success and the Eibishter of failure. So betochen has to include, yesterday I suffered because it was supposed to be. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be successful. But if you leave yesterday out from the picture of Hashgacha, it's apikursus. So you have to not only be optimistic about tomorrow, you have to be confident that yesterday was not a mistake. It was meant to be. And you can't do it any other way. If yesterday was a mistake, and you made that mistake, and that's why you suffered, how can you be sure tomorrow you're going to be better? If you could mess up, then you can always mess up. So why are you going to be optimistic about tomorrow? So betochen doesn't mean think positive. Betochen means everything comes from the Eibishter. Yesterday's failure and tomorrow's success. They both come from the Eibishter. And that's why yesterday the Eibishter wanted me to fail. Tomorrow he changes his mind. A person says, obviously the Eibishter doesn't want me to succeed. No. Obviously the Eibishter hasn't wanted you to succeed. What's going to be tomorrow? I don't know if it's a good example. I remember a baseball game where this guy the outfielder made a catch, saved the game. He was like the hero of the game. But afterwards, when they interviewed him, he said, I'm so upset because I caught that ball by luck. I did everything wrong. I said, good, it turned out good. It turned out I'm a big, but I know I was very wrong, careless in what I did. It was just luck. So you can have both things. You can have the personal guilt. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But on the other hand, Eibishter führt doch die Welt.
So the process belongs to us and the results belong to the Eibishter? Is that?
So when a person is successful, can he be sure that he did everything right? Or could it be, you didn't do everything right, but the Eibishter pitched in, and so you really can't take all the credit. In the same way with when you do something wrong. I mean, if you just look, comparing yourself to other people. I made a terrible mistake and the business went down the tube. But I just found out The other guy made the same mistake. His business didn't go down the tube. No, so what's going on? Or fakir. I made an investment that was brilliant. The other guy invested with me. He lost everything. So how come? So on top of everything is hakol tali b'mazel. So in addition to kelim, in addition to smart, in addition to advice, you have to have mazel also. So how much do you attribute to the mazel and how much do you take credit for? That's the difference between a Baal Gaiva and a non-of. The Baal Gaiva will take as much credit as possible, and the non-of will give as much credit as possible.
The dollar bill was laughing as it flew into the air, and it flew into the street, and some people gathered there. Everyone was jumping up to get it in the hand. Everyone was jumping up in the promised